Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are discussing the dining options on the NCL Jade.
Alright, so let's jump right into it. So we have free dining options and we also have paid premium dining options. We're going to run down each one and tell you where you should be spending your time and your money when you eat on the NCL Jade. So jumping right into the free food, the first place you're going to want to eat is the Grand Pacific main dining room. So there are two places that are called main dining rooms, the Grand Pacific and the
Al-Azhar.
Yeah, and so the Grand Pacific is the bigger of the two, probably the nicer, and just the better experience. But
it's in the back of the ship.
Yeah, it's the same food in both of them. So if one's super crowded and one's not, you can go to the other one. But most people prefer the Grand Pacific. The food in there is amazing. What did you think?
The food was incredible. For a main dining room, free food, it was really spectacular, I thought. I did like also that they had like some staples on the menu every single night. Like they had a steak, and they had a chicken dish and a fish dish every single night. Everything else changed, but they had kind of that one little section that was the same. So if you didn't find something else on the menu you liked, you could always fall back on, I definitely want a steak or chicken or fish.
Yeah, you're never going to go there and not find something
for sure
that you like. So you did get your main course, you get a salad, you can get a soup, you can get some type of starter. They have a bunch of sides that come with it, and then also a dessert. So it is a big, full meal. And also in the main dining rooms, if you don't like what you ordered, or you want to try something else, or you want to split another thing between you, you can order more than one of anything, really.
Yes.
You can order 2 desserts, you can order 2 entrees, so really a great experience there. So going over the other main dining room, it's basically just the same thing, different location. That's the Al-Azhar main dining room.
It's closer to the front of the ship, kind of middle front.
Yeah.
And it's not... The service wasn't quite as good. It's not anywhere near as large and grand as the Grand Pacific, but the food is the same. It's good still.
And we found that you were sitting closer to other people.
Much.
So if you want privacy and you're only 2 people, go to the Grand Pacific. That's definitely where you'll get more privacy.
Definitely.
It almost felt like it was a table of 4. It was like, 6 inches between the 2 tables.
It was a little too close.
Yeah. Next place you're going to be able to get free food is the Garden Cafe Buffet, which is at the top of the boat, and it is open most of the day. And the food there, it's going to be the food that you want to do when you're coming home from a shore excursion, or maybe you have to get off the boat early and you just want to grab something quickly. The food quality for a buffet is very good. And we did notice that they had theme nights quite often, so check to see what those are going to be each day, because that can change whether you really want to eat there or not, or whether you want to go to one of the other places that we definitely recommend, which is O'Shea's. O'Shea's is on deck 8, and it is a bar pub type food, and it is open 24 hours.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. They do serve breakfast in the morning, which is great to have those options. They turn over to lunch. They shut that down at 11, and lunch starts at 11:30. And you can have, then those options basically are the same as the dinner ones. They do have one specialty meal every night from the main dining room that they serve, and there's always a little sign by the check-in desk that will tell you what the special meal is for that night that's not on the menu.
And I would say that the food in O'Shea's is better quality than the buffet.
Yes.
So if you have if you get home from a shore excursion and you don't want to go to the main dining room, but you don't want to do the buffet, go to O'Shea's. The food
it's
quality,
very low key and comfortable.
There will be a waiter waiting on you there, taking your order, bringing you desserts. They have burgers, fries, wings, salads, fish and chips, soups, all that kind of food. So. And they have desserts, cheese. They have really good cheesecake there.
Yes.
All kinds of stuff like that. So definitely recommend O'Shea's for when you're tired or late at night or just don't want to go to the main dining room. Next up is going to be the Jasmine Garden, which is the Asian fusion restaurant. and it is in the little Asian section of restaurants near the sushi and teppanyaki, which are premium restaurants.
Mm-hmm. It's right in the middle.
But the Jasmine Garden is free.
Yep, it is, and they have a good selection. It's a selection from all. It's really more Asian fusion, like you said, a little bit from all different Asian countries. So you'll find, from your fried rice and wontons and all kinds of stuff, sushi, all kinds of stuff that you can get there.
And lastly, quickly, is the Great Outdoors Buffet, which is just the Garden Cafe Buffet moved outside.
But outside.
So the hours differ on that. So if they've closed down the Garden Cafe Buffet, they've likely moved outside. But it did close a little sooner than we would have liked it to. So by midnight, you're not going to be able to get anything up there. But you can still go to O'Shea's. If it's 1 a.m., buffet's not going to be open. You have to go to O'Shea's. So the next thing is room service on the boat. You can get that whenever you want.
Yep.
But it is a charge now. It is $9.95.
Right.
To have that delivered. And it's just really food coming from O'Shea's. So
yeah.
You just want to walk down to O'Shea's, you'd save $10.
Because you cannot get the O'Shea's food to go.
Right.
That's the caveat there, is you have to eat it at O'Shea's.
So moving on to the premium restaurants, and one of the big questions that we get is it worth it? And I think that depending on the one you pick, and if you have the meal plan, it definitely is worth it. Some of these here. The first one is going to be our favorite, which is Cagneys. What do you think about Cagneys?
Oh, I love Cagneys. Cagneys is probably our favorite, one of our top restaurants just anywhere.
Yeah,
not even just on a ship.
Yeah.
The food quality is incredible. The service is really spectacular. Yeah. The choices are great. I mean, I can't say enough good things about it. Everything about it is spectacular. So it's completely worth it.
So in Cagneys, you're going to be able to get steaks, seafood. They have large fillets. They have porterhouses. They have T-bones. You're going to be able to get salad, bacon starters, all kinds of sides. They bring out big, large side dishes, kind of to share, and then big dessert. So if you have the dining package, you get to pick, each of you, one of every single category.
Right.
And actually you get 2 sides, I think, and a dessert. So it is definitely worth getting the dining package, because if you ordered all that food separately, our bill came to about $100, and when you have the dining package, they just cut that down to $0.
Right.
So that's great to see that large bill and then have it just run out for you.
Yeah.
Next up is going to be Moderno, which is a $25 service charge to go to Moderno.
Per person.
Right. And Moderno is the Brazilian steakhouse, all you can eat, where they bring you the meat right to your table.
Yep.
And there is a salad bar to go along with it.
Yes. So it's in the, traditional churrascaria, where they bring the meat out, slice it right at your table. You make the choices. The bar area in Moderno is not quite as good as you would expect for paying an extra fee, but the food was good.
Yeah, the food was good. And we've been to several of the Modernos, and it just seemed like they're not at the level of, say, a Fogo or a Texas de Brazil. They don't quite have the timing of it all down as neatly as the ones off the boat do.
Right.
Compared to the Cagneys, where everything is generally always perfect.
Yep.
So we choose, maybe on a longer cruise, we'll do Moderno once. Because we want to try it. But we don't spend much of our free ones there.
Right.
Next up is Le Bistro, which is the French restaurant.
And it really, this one I would say is another one that is definitely worth it. We weren't sure. We were kind of on the fence, and we stopped in there one day and looked at their menu, and it looked like they had a lot of really good choices on it. So we went ahead and kind of rolled the dice and went with Le Bistro. And it really blew us out of the water. They really exceeded our expectations. We loved the service at Cagneys. The service at Le Bistro matched it, and maybe even better, if that's even possible. The food was spectacular. And the desserts, they're French desserts, so it was unbelievable.
Yeah, you're going to have a great time at Le Bistro. And it is also an a la carte, so you're just going to pay for whatever you order, unless you have the dining package, where you're going to get one of everything, and then it's just going to be free. Next up would be La Cucina, which is the Italian restaurant.
Yeah, and here's one where I think they should not have this as a premium restaurant. Honestly, the pasta dishes that they're serving here, the Italian dishes that they're serving, are not really up to par for something that they should charge extra for. When honestly, most of those dishes they're serving for free in the dining room, or you can even go to the pasta bar at the Garden Cafe and get pasta made to your specifications for free.
Yeah.
I feel like this should not be a premium restaurant.
This is more like going to an Olive Garden in the States, whereas going to a Cagneys is more like going to a Ruth's Chris.
Right. Two totally different
things. So we don't recommend that you use your free dining on La Cucina.
Right.
Teppanyaki is another premium restaurant, and it is the Japanese steakhouse. And to give you a comparison on this one, it would be like going to Cagneys House in the States, and about that level of service, food, and quality. Yep. And this one is a $30 charge per person, so that is kind of about what you would pay in the States to go to one of these. Or you can use your free dining on it, but we don't really recommend that because you're getting way more for your money if you use your dining on Le Bistro or Cagneys.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the last one that you can get on the NCL Jade is sushi, which is just an a la carte sushi restaurant near the teppanyaki. And it's just if you want to go eat sushi, you're craving it, just go there. It's not going to be like, I guess you can make it into a meal, but you could go there and eat some and then go somewhere else. Yeah. That's free, or do whatever you want.
Yeah, or if you're waiting to go to teppanyaki and you want to have some sushi, you can sit there and do that and then go over for your teppanyaki reservation. But this is really just a bar area. That's all there is there. So there's not like, you're not going to have a waiter or anything like that. You just sit at the bar and they make your sushi and you eat it right there.
Yeah. So that is all the eating choices on the NCL Jade, and it is a fabulous ship with some great dining. We love the food on it. We were on there for 3 weeks, so we didn't even get sick of it. No. 3 weeks later, I could still go for some machines today. That place was really good.
It was good.
So hope this video has been helpful to you. If you liked it, give it a like. Please subscribe to the channel, and we will see you on the next video.